Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering. It's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride.
Welcome into a track formerly known as Gateway International Raceway, now known as Worldwide Technology Raceway, right outside the Lure, otherwise known as St. Louis in Madison, Illinois, right across the Mississippi River. We sit at Worldwide Technology Raceway. It is the Great Lakes Truck Series, and we welcome you in to the Gateway 180 here on Captain TV. I am the Captain, Chris Scala. Welcome you to this 1.25 mile track that has shades of Darlington, the egg shape, shades of New Hampshire, the flat track, and shifting shades of Gateway. Let's look at it honestly. That's the way Gateway is. We'll have all that type of fun coming up this evening for 140 laps and 180 miles around this 1.25 mile racetrack right outside of St. Louis, Missouri. You see the trucks out there on track. They're getting ready to do some qualifying here in just a few minutes, and you see the shape of the track again, egg shape. Go down there into turn 1 and 2. We're looking from 3 and 4 right now. There's 1 and 2. Little go-kart on the inside there, go-kart track. They're going to be doing some shifting right here in this corner of the track, so on and so forth. Of course, last week it was Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it was a new winner, Dylan Glass, going to victory lane. There is Dylan right there on track. I thought he was going to pull the move that seemed like always happened on TV when we'd watch practice, where the car would fall off the track in the middle of us talking about him. But Dylan got his first win of the season last week, and he looks to back it up again tonight. But we got a very interesting point battle. You will not see the graphic. I don't have any kind of graphics for it, unfortunately. But J.W. Miller, who I do not see on the entry list tonight, he leads the points by 7 over Christopher Dean, make that 8. Keith Calhoun is third in points. Zach Allman, Dylan Glass, all these guys within 55 points of each other. So we got a pretty tight battle starting to shape up here in the point standings as we get ready for qualifying to happen right about now. So got a lot of great things ahead of us as we get ready for Thanksgiving. A lot of weird things going to be coming up schedule-wise and so on and so forth. One thing that will not change is this league right here, the Great Lakes Truck Series. They will race next Wednesday night in Michigan and get ready for Thanksgiving. And, of course, we'll have that broadcast for you here on Captain TV, and should be a lot of fun. So here we go with qualifying, and as per usual, these cars will roll out for 2 laps. And best lap will win the pole for the race. Let's go on with the Dean machine here. Christopher Dean, the Whataburger Chevrolet, as he will run here on track. And this is the part of the track that's actually higher banked. 11 degrees of banking here in turn 3 and 4. More of a sweeping corner. And you come down the very long front straightaway there. Start finish line here. You come down to turn number 1 right here. Only shaped 9 degrees and a more of a sharper turn. You actually will shift here. Listen closely. You heard him go right there from 3rd to 4th gear. So you'll shift there down the long straightaway. And down here to the sweeping turn 3 and 4. Now this track, home of the longest Xfinity race in history. If you go back to 1997, Elliott Sadler won a 300-mile race here that took 3.5 hours to complete. Now that's without rain delays and stuff. 3.5 hours to complete that race, not to mention I think it was like 95 and really hot that day at this race, but Elliott Sadler won. Ever since that race, they're like, let's move it down to 250 laps. Of course, Xfinity Series don't run here anymore. And look at Dean, 33.98. That's the first lap in the 33s I've seen all night. See if he can back it up here on lap number 2. Dean still looking for that first career Great Lakes Truck Series win. Here he is across the line. And as you see, it was in yellow, so he did not go faster on that. As a matter of fact, 34.09, which would still place him in 4th. And right on cue, J.W. Miller has just popped into the room. Apparently, he was stuck out there on the interstate. If you look closely, there's cars. There's a little white thingamajig heading towards the roadway. I saw a Mustang up on the interstate bridge a few minutes ago. I could sit on this camera all day and just watch cars. I think it's like one of the coolest things in the world. All right, where's everybody else? I mean, usually race traffic here is pretty heavy, but oh, there we go. There's that green car. It looks like a Mustang. All right, who else on track here? I don't see anybody else out there right now. Dylan Glass going to run a lap? Nope. Oh, it's in scenic camera. That's why it's fooling me. Travis Akavachi on track, though. 34 flat, 34.5 actually. He is P10. All right, you guys know your jobs out there. Tell 2 friends. Tell 2 friends. Let's get our viewers up. I've sent out posts to the iRacing Leagues page. I've got posts out to the Captain TV Facebook page, to Twitter, also over to the SDK Gaming Discord page, believe it or not. Always looking for new viewers and those consistent viewers. I see Nathan here tonight. Nathan, Mr. Wednesday Night, I guess we could call him. Travis, there's a wall there. There's a really big wall there. But qualifying here about to wrap up here in the next couple of minutes. I see everybody, almost everybody's done. Let's go down here. Dylan Glass out here running laps. Dylan right now has not completed a lap. That's funny, dude. Jason, one of our new managers at, I shouldn't say new, but he's new in our building at Workwell. New managers. Good guy, likes racing a lot. Dylan got the wall, so he's not going to complete that lap. Let's go out here with our point leader who just made his appearance. There he is. The Northern Tool and Equipment number 6. Something tells me Jason had a very long day today. Here, we'll ride on board with JW here. Let you hear the shifting here. And as you know, when you shift, it gets loose. Unless we get a very long run, you probably ran out of time, unfortunately. That was his one practice lap right there, we'll call it. So, hey, now, there's my desktop. Say hello to it. Well, we will get ready for 140 laps of racing here around Gateway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway. I'm going to call it Gateway all night because that's who I am. Let's go down here and we will talk to the Dean Machine real quickly, the pole sitter for the race. I'm going to make sure all my settings are set before we do this because I am not falling for this one tonight. Christopher Dean, you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're sitting inside your truck right now, the 48 Whataburger machine. You have gotten the pole. First lap, I think anybody's running the 33s tonight. Can you match it for 140 laps and finally get that win?
Oh, man. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
So talk about your strategy this evening. Obviously, you got the lighter fuel loads out here on the track and so much more. The shifting, the sun baking down the track. What's it going to take to get in the victory lane tonight?
I mean, like always, patience, not, not forcing anything and just adjusting your tire wear after the first run if you're overusing your stuff and, just putting yourself in a position at the end to compete for the win.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you maybe get that win tonight in the 48 Mobile, and we wish you the best, and you are on the pole, so you get to take them to turn 1 first.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, the Dean Machine. You hear him focused. He is ready to get win number 1, get that monkey off his back, as they like to say, with that Ace Motorsports team. All of his guys have won except him. So I know he wants to change that this evening, so there we are on board with him as we take a look at the starting lineup for this Gateway 180. The Dean Machine going to start on the pole with a 33.976. Alongside him, Zach Allman, his teammate. Matter of fact, top 3 Ace Motorsports. Keith Calhoun, you start 3rd alongside fellow Texas driver Dylan Thomas. That's actually Texas drivers, 3 of the top 4. Dylan Glass, the winner last week at Charlotte, starts next to Chris Evans. Alan Best, he'll start next to Sam Barnes from Down Under Racing. Tanner Long and Seth Robbins. Baskin Robbins, you might know him sometimes on YouTube here. We'll start there in the 10th position. Ben Pierce, the Georgia driver, starting alongside the boss man, Travis Icavaci, in the number 13. You might have noticed earlier in practice he was in the 67. He actually forgot to swap paint from his other number in another league, so that's why it looks different, maybe seeing the 13. Lucas Josephson, Blaine Sparling in row number 7. Ethan Blackmore and Jordan Watson, row 8. J.W. Miller. Tyler Brewer, the Canadian driver, going to start shotgun 18th on the field. So a good group of guys going to start this race. As I mentioned already, we will see 140 laps make up 180 miles around Gateway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway as it's known as today, as we sit right outside of St. Louis, Missouri and Madison, Illinois. And we get ready for the green flag as the pace car is pulled off. You'll notice pit road, we'll talk about that in a little bit, very tricky here in this race. Dean brings it to the green, and here we go at Gateway. Outside line is actually the preferred groove here in turn 1, right between those black lines where Allman is. Like a big drag race down to the back straightaway into turn number 3 as Dylan Glass works his way inside of Dylan Thomas. You see almost a 3 wide back there with Chris Evans and Alan Best. Thomas Berger down, he's going to be 3 wide as he clips the wall a little bit. Tanner Long and a scanner at Ferguson Chevrolet as lap 1 complete with Allman in the lead. You see why this track is great racing. You hear all the high revs down. You're going to hear that all night. The high revs you hear down in that area, that is where the shifting is happening. As Chris Evans going to make the attack here on the 12 of Dylan Thomas. Let's ride with Evans in the 98. 06 champ. This is not heat racing. It is just straight up the sound check myself, so you might hear myself a little bit, don't mind that. See the back end damage already on the 12. As we complete lap number 4 down to turn number 1. There you heard that shift right there. And then you got to be careful because when you go into 3rd gear, obviously it brings a higher revolution of engine, so it can create wheel spin, which creates looseness off the corner. But it creates obviously a faster get off the corner speed, which leads to, well, doesn't lead to 3 wide, but we got 3 wide. Contact the 12 and the 13. Scary interaction there. The 22 probably got a little frightened there. His teammate to Icavaci. Looks like the heads prevail here. Should mention up front, Christopher Dean did take the lead as we were on board with Chris Evans. We did miss that, but we'll go back as we always like to do. I'm going to go find the pass. Oh, that was actually the pass with Allman. You're going to see the... that was the start of the race. That's watch Allman go down to turn 1, going to take the high lane, and he makes the pass right here. And then we fast forward to the pass down for the lead. And I got to fix that logo. As the 18 goes underneath, and his teammate lets it go on by here to make the pass. Well, eventually will. Harry makes the clean pass. So there we go. Meanwhile, Keith Calhoun, who has moved his way up to the 2nd position, he is starting to track his teammate down. As you see, 1, 2, 3 belongs to Ace Motorsports. Dylan Glass back here in the 4th position. Alan Best, who started 7th already, up to the 5th position. The guy falling back in the race right now. Dylan Thomas started up in 4th, all the way back to 12th already in this race. Hey guys, doing an audio check real quickly. If you're watching, how's it sound? I just want to make sure the viewers, you guys are getting good sound when it comes to the cars, myself. If I'm too loud or quiet, let me know. Or if the cars are too loud or quiet, let me know. I'm going to take care of you guys. As this is the closest. Actually, let's go back here. J.W. Miller starting to work his way through the field. Mr. Long Run looking inside of Seth Robbins, the 14. Grizzly machine. Down into turn number 1. If you want to sign up for this league, you can do so. I actually didn't put the info in. I usually race sound is really loud. All right. Turn it down. How about now? Let me know, please. I want you to be able to hear me. I mean, not that I'm important. The race is more important than I am. So JW packed the wall there, and so did the 14, or maybe he did, but Seth Robbins definitely got it. And here comes Dylan Thomas. Won't fight the wall will win every time. I learned this last night. Meanwhile, up here, this fight continues on for the 3rd position. A bit of damage on the right rear. Looks like that 16 truck, he might have caught in a piece of the wall at one point. As the top 5 really haven't gotten away from each other. 1.5, about a second and a half separates the top 5 in this race right now. A lot of people saving tires. Oh, all right, Jason, I got you, buddy. We can hear you. Good stuff. Let's go back here. Chris Evans, contact with Tara Long, and he's going to spin and bring out the caution. Tanner does a 360, it looks like. And first caution coming out at lap number 11. Oh, I can hear me too. Heard that right there in my headphones. All right, let's go back to it. The battle is on here. Down the front straight away. Looks like Evans gets a really good run. Peeks to the inside here, and that's a tough call. Not sure if he totally had the inside there on Long, but sticks it in there, and unfortunately contact is made. A typical racing move here at that gateway. Very easy to do because you gotta, I mean, literally when I race this track, my braking point in the truck is the pit wall. At the end of pit wall, I brake to go to turn 1. It's at slow of a corner, and you got to get woed up to get in there, so you're actually going to have different braking points. And here's the pit road entrance. Check this out. You got to enter off turn 3, and you cannot really get on the track. Once you commit to pit road, you're coming in. Oh, I heard that pop. This is what happens when you have headphones that are like 6 years old. All right, leader's going to come down this very long pit road. Don't worry, the stairs are not in play. You will go through those right there at the start-finish line. I'm always worried about that here. See if we get 4 tires and fuel here. These guys only have 4 sets of tires to use tonight. Everybody looks like taking tires and fuel here, and easily Dean's going to win the race off pit road. Calhoun, Alan Best. You see Allman kind of check up to get the outside line into 1. Smart move on his part. Now, we did have some players stay out in this race. Jordan Watson, that 37 Union truck, he stays out. Ethan Blackmore stays out. And these two are going to be the leaders. All right, so we did have a question. Coy Haslow asked a interesting question earlier. He asked about a November captain race. For those who know, I like to host a special race once a month. It started all the way back in, when did I start? August, July, or something like that? But we've done everything from the All-American 400 at Nashville. We did... gosh, what was the first one I did? I'm having a kind of a brain memory moment here where I can't remember. But November's race will be the Iowa 400, the Cup Series cars running Iowa. It's the one Cup race that has not happened yet. That is on iRacing, and it's the one track that it's been talked about for years. That has not still happened in NASCAR Cup racing. So for the second time, I'm going to host it again coming up Saturday, November 28th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is next Saturday. 400 laps, 33 cars. This one is not a first come, first serve. It is a sign up for it. And basically, a lot of these guys have actually signed up for it. The Great Lakes Truck Series, a lot of guys from USRC have signed up for it, but still plenty of room, and I'll get you the details on how to sign up and so much more. But right now we're going back racing, and we're going 3 wide down the front straightaway. Dean might get black flagged by iRacing for that. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Oh, Dean is in the wall. More contact. Car spinning. I see the 22 spin. Somebody slammed the inside wall, I think. And caution is out for the second time. Oh, it was July, actually, because I did the USA race. This was not pretty. Let's go back to the whole kit and caboodle here. This is all going to start. I'm not sure if the... Looks like that the 24 had trouble getting up to speed here at the restart. 37 goes. And the 24 just gets jumped. Now, we'll have to check. Dean might have gotten black flagged for that start. We'll have to see. But Dean tries to shoot the middle, makes contact there with the 37, and then more contact. He's going to clip the wall, saves it. And then the 24, unfortunately, is going to be in the middle. 3 wide, hits the 42 there. And then back behind him, you see the 22 goes around. And the 14 is going to hit the wall a couple times there. So let's go back here and let's see these two here. What transpires this? So there's the contact rate. Okay, oh, Travis gets into the back of Sam. Oh, teammates collide. Ooh, that's going to be more. 14 slams that inside wall. So a lot of action here on this one. Brings out the second caution here, lap number 18. So I mentioned earlier, Gateway, the home of the longest Xfinity race in history. It also, ever NASCAR changes this rule, which I don't think will happen because they did it because of this track, home of the longest green-white checkered series ever. There was a truck race, and I, of course, have let the years slip my head, that had, I believe, 9 green-white checker finishes in one race. And ever since that race, NASCAR said, yeah, we're going to make it 3. I mean, we had people spinning out that ended up in the top 5 at the end of the race because they just kept working their way back up after spinning out and the caution came out. Matter of fact, Jason, I believe your boy Musgrave was in that race, if I remember correctly. There we go. That's what I was trying to get pop on the screen. We'll see if I can edit this replay thing real quickly. That's the cool thing about this thing. I can fix it really quick, I hope. There's a little magic and a little engineering work on my end. As you see, the cars with the tires now up in the front. Calhoun and Best, Zach Allman, Dylan Flash going to be your top 5. Where's it at? Oh, there we go. We'll find out if we get another caution. All right, here we go. Back to the restart. Lap number 19 after the second caution. Yeah, that is true. You're right, Jason. 2 trucks did flip on the back straightaway. Didn't Bobby Hamilton get spun out of the lead at one point in that race? As Calhoun brings him to the green. And look up here in 5th position. Shows up with like 10 seconds left in practice. Almost spins out in qualifying. And here he is in the 5th position. Yeah, sorry to see that. Hopefully you get that fixed, though. Keep going. Don't give up. Points are points. And up front, Zach Allman going back for the lead on his teammate Calhoun. Oh, JW get a little wobble there off of the bottom. That's why I said the high line is actually the preferred groove around turn 1. Because you're literally the radius of that corner so sharp that the back end will swap ends from just being so tight turning in that corner. Here you don't really have to worry about that issue, but down here in turn 1 it's just such a sharp corner. Glass going to make the pass on Best. Here you see Alan Best kind of getting loose there off the corner. That's going to allow JW to make the run down the straightaway here. Well, so you smacked that inside wall kind of hard. Ooh, 42 clipping the wall just a little bit back there again as we complete lap 23. And let's go back here to the We the People Jack Daniels machine. The 88 of Lucas Josephson. You see Dean starting to work his way up through the pack here. Looks like that 48 truck, for the most part, a little bit of spoiler damage on that right side. That might affect the truck just a wee bit. Otherwise, 48 looks, well, that's not going to help things. Hits the wall there. At least I got to talk about his game get fixed for 2 seconds. Side by side, Josephson, but Best has got the groove here. Let's see if he can get the run off the 2. He does not. Josephson slide up in front of him here. Watch out for that outside wall. That thing will reach out and grab you. Meanwhile, up here at the front, there is Allman, the Interstate Batteries truck. That's the way it goes. That's racing, unfortunately. You're going to have moments that are out of your control. Calhoun putting the pressure on Allman. Of course, Gateway, home of so many different versions of tracks. You got the drag strip, which is actually right outside the front straightaway here. The drag strip. I forget which NHRA race is posted here. Got that track. There's a road course. You saw part of it right there in the turn 1. And then also there's a go-kart track now on the inside of turn 1 here. That was part of the upgrade of this track after it was bought by Dover Motorsports. Believe it or not, this track is actually owned now by the same guys who own Dover and Nashville and Memphis, actually, believe it or not. So there was actually a rumor last year that the Cup Series was coming here eventually to run a race, which could happen still. But instead, Nashville Super Speedway, the bigger one, got the Cup race next year. Oh, Zach getting a little loose. Part where you kind of get reminded of New Hampshire a little bit. Just got to kind of roll the bottom here through the corner. Of course, in real life, this track was just repaved a couple of years ago as Robbins leaving pit road, I believe now. And battle back here. Here's Ben Pierce, the 31 truck inside the 42. As you see Robbins coming off pit road now. And the 42 able to clear him going into turn 3 there. That run down the back straightaway here. The draft's still very powerful no matter how fast you're going here. So you get that pull down the straightaway here. You're able to cleanly make the pass as the 31's going to try it again. How about a slider? Crossover move here. First slide job of the race brought to you by the 31 truck of Ben Pierce. Ben trying to catch his truck a little bit there after smacking the wall. Now teammates battling again to 13 and 22. And that is Sam Barnes. He is going to make the pass on Ikavachi. Ikavachi gets out of it a little bit there. And meanwhile up front, we got a change for the lead. Keith Calhoun has gone to the front. So another lead change amongst the teammates of Ace Motorsports. This happened on the last lap, I believe, down in turn 3 and 4 here. You see Keith just gets to the bottom. This is where he's able to roll the corner. If you're going to make a pass on the bottom, it needs to be here in 3 and 4 because at 1 and 2 it is very tough to do, as we've talked about. Let's see if Zach lets him go here. Yeah, I think Zach got a little bit there because Zach could have easily pushed the issue there on the outside. Nonetheless, we continue. Christopher Dean has gone by the 6 of J.W. Miller. That is for 4th. Dean is on the move here. Back here, Chris Evans, who was involved in that first accident with the 42 truck of Tanner Long. Chris hanging here in the 6th position. Another thing you can do with these trucks with Gateway here is, you might have heard, I think Chris was the one who did it. I'm going to go back, let's go on board with Chris here, and I'll talk you through it a little bit here. There's another way where you can actually shift and use it braking wise. So let's listen closely. I want to see if he does it here. Okay, no, he's not doing it, but you can actually, you got to be careful with the revs, because if you shift too high, obviously with the revs, you'll either one, spin the car out going into the corner, but you could also blow up the motor for having high revolutions and stuff like that. But the benefit of that is it actually helps you save brakes, which you don't really have to worry about here on iRacing, but in real life, if you were here, it'd be a good way to save brakes. You go into the corner and throw it down in third gear, and it helps slow the car down. Here is the fight for third. This is the best fight on the track, I believe, right now. Allman Glass, J.W. Miller, and Dean there in between them. I'm sure these cars starting to get tight. You see the track kind of moving up a little bit here. Groove on its way up the track. Something Gateway is kind of popular for in that 3-4 area. The groove will move up towards the wall. So pretty much everybody in the top part of the point standings right now is running in the top 5. You got Calhoun, who's third in points, leading this race. You got Allman, who is fourth in points, running second. Then Glass, who's fifth, running third. Dean, who is second, running fourth. And J.W. Miller, who is the lead in the points, running in fifth. So the top 5 in points, top 5 in the standings. As they say, the cream rises to the top. Now, next Saturday, or next Wednesday, I should say, pardon me, we will be on the air here at Captain TV with the series here, the Great Lakes Truck Series. They will be at Michigan Speedway for the Prehistoric Forest 200. If you don't remember last year's race, Anthony Marshall with a last lap pass winning that race. Anthony's not here, unfortunately. But there's a meaning behind that race, why it's called the Prehistoric Forest 200. We will share that story next week on the broadcast. As Glass going to look outside of Allman. Looks like Allman got a little bit of damage on that right side. He's been in the wall. And then we'll come back and we'll see a truck race on a street circuit. And when I say that, I mean Belle Isle in Detroit. The truck series here, the Great Lakes Truck Series, they are going to run Belle Isle in Detroit. That is going to be a fun race. JW going to drive her in here. They're 3 wide for a second. But Miller going to roll that white line on the bottom for third. Baskin Robbins, engine's going sour. It's going to melt. Not able to do it as Glass is able to clear. And let's jump back here. Ben Pierce, who turns her sideways there. It's not good when you can see the number. And that's going to allow Blaine Sparling there to 59 Interstate Batteries. Well, kind of cover up, I guess we'll call it. The iRacing paint. Up here, the fight for third continues. Miller trying to get the inside of Glass here. See if he slides up in front of him here. And does so. Move JW to third as they will go by the lap truck of Blackmore. Ethan Blackmore, Canadian driver, they're running in 17th. Well, that's usually how it works. 30 minutes, never good. That's when you go grab something to drink and come on back. Or in my case, when I'm racing and I get a 30-minute repair, I usually just go watch TV or something in the living room for a little bit. That's my way of venting. And look at Miller, going to run the bottom here for second. Mr. Long Run going to take the inside and see if he clears Zach here. Hasn't yet. Allman sends it down in there, and Glass almost makes contact. Crossover by Allman. Here comes Dean to the outside of Glass. still continues on for the 4th position as Dean's going to make the pass, kind of use the 37 as a pick. Don't go down there. You'll get loose on that rumble strip. But Watson getting out of the way. Clean move there by that lap truck. Field's starting to really get spread out here. Now, I'm not totally sure 100% on fuel mileage, but again, 60% fuel. I'm going to guess roughly 30, 40 laps on a tank. Well, that's what they say. I appreciate that, though. That car is going way too fast up on that bridge. Anyway. So you see Keith Calhoun, he has led the last few laps, got 0.8 of a second. He's kind of rolling that middle lane through 1 and 2. As a matter of fact, let's take a couple laps here. Let's ride with Calhoun here, the champion from last season, the big Mike Bates, number 99. As you heard there, Calhoun actually shifted in 3 and 4 now too. With the tires wearing out, these guys down about almost 2 seconds a lap right now with these older tires. And J.W. Miller. Calhoun going to run this high line. J.W.'s been painted on that white line the whole time. Now these two have had a little bit of a rough couple of weeks around each other. I know there was a little bit of banter after the race last week after that spin at Charlotte where Keith Calhoun looked like a NASA rocket. So JW makes the pass, slide, John Calhoun gets in the back at JW. I don't know if that was purpose or not, but I don't think it was. That definitely looked like something where Calhoun just tried to cross him over, and JW stayed low. Just good hard racing there. I'm not going to blame anybody for something on purpose, though. But Charlotte last week, I started to say it, coming off turn 4, JW made a move to the bottom, got in the side of Calhoun, and all of a sudden, just the iRacing physics kicked in, and Calhoun went flying literally down pit road. Landed on his lid. So JW takes the lead as Blackmore is having issues with turn 2. So there's your top 5. All 5 of these guys within still about a second and a half of each other. And then 9 seconds back is Chris Evans. He is in the state of Missouri with these other guys. Alan Best back here in his 7th position. You see his right front tire sticking out a little bit, so he's been in the wall a couple times. Lucas Josephson, the 88, We the People Machine. Pass for second. Christopher Dean goes by teammate Calhoun. Showing the speed he has tonight. Must have had himself a Whataburger double. Is Calhoun something wrong with him? Is he coming to pit road? Keith is coming to pit road. Here we go. Pit stops. You got to be careful. If you slide out in that grass, you will get a black flag from iRacing. And J.W. Miller is right in front of him coming to pit road. Down this very long pit road. Miller's going to be the first one to his pit stall here as we get a pretty good view of the Northern Tool and Equipment truck. Right side tires on. Left sides. And he will pull away. Good stop for him now. Calhoun. JW's pit stop 15 flat. And Calhoun going to leave 14.88, so actually a better stop for Calhoun's team. And then they will roll around this warm-up lane into turn number 2. You lose about a lap, a little over a lap or so on pit road. I think pit speed is 35 or 40. Right off the top of my head, but Zach Allman's going to come to pit road. And he's coming in hot. Allman going to relinquish the top 5 spot here and get the 18 truck worked on. Is in the middle of a green flag run here, and this is another thing I started to mention before we had a caution. If you're looking to join a league, this league is one that you can easily join and have a good time with. I mean, yeah, there's only 18 trucks tonight. Last week at 20-something, but fantastic racing every week from this series. All you gotta do is go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. That is their website, and of course the iRacing portal. Usually I have a link at the bottom of the page, but I didn't get one posted. And if we get a caution, maybe I'll jump into the info page and put the link down there. If being the key word here. Now the rest of the leaders coming to pit road. Don't worry about that staircase. It is invisible, I'm told. I don't even want to test it. Everybody in, 4 tires and fuel. 45 mile an hour, the speed limit. Thank you, Baskin Robin. Appreciate it. Can you bring me some ice cream, please? So it looks like when everything cycles out here, J.W. Miller is going to be the leader of this race. And look at how much ground he has gained on Dean and Dylan Glass just from pitting 3 laps earlier than Christopher Dean. There's Dean leaving the access lane. It's a whole straightaway. So J.W. Miller's gained 9 seconds over Christopher Dean and Dylan Glass from just 3 laps. That just shows you the tire difference. But everybody pretty much getting stretched out here now with the pit stops. And the first battle on track is going to be right here. In the 9th position, Blaine Sparling in front of Ben Pierce. Actually, to be honest with you, I haven't had ice cream in about 4 months. And I actually, because I found out that I am lactose intolerant. I haven't officially been diagnosed with it, but I pretty much think I figured it out. I was having some issues and stuff, just drinking regular milk and eating ice cream and things like that, and felt bloated a lot and stuff like that. So I actually swapped over to lactose-free milk and just stopped eating ice cream, which was hard to do, and felt better from it. These two here fighting here for the 10th position. And up here for 3rd, Dylan Glass under attack. Here comes Dean. I should say, actually, I believe Dylan Glass got past Dean here. Everybody's pretty much getting spread out here, and fight for the lead is not over with. J.W. Miller, Keith Calhoun. We take a look from the blimp. JW, a little bit of rear end damage on his truck there. Not sure where that came from. One of the earlier accidents. But you see Calhoun is starting to catch JW. JW probably saving tires a little bit like he likes to do. See all the campers over there in the 3 and 4 area. You actually might get a view of the drag strip from here. Right over there. That's the drag strip that you're seeing all those vehicles parked on. Here's the go-kart track down to the right there into the road course section of the track. Motorcycles actually ran there a lot. We got the interstate rate down here to the bottom side of the screen. A lot of scenery here, and of course the Gateway Arch is along the front straightaway here in the background. You're not going to see it from here, but it is literally viewable from this track. If I had the right scenic view, I would point it out to you. So there, this is turn 3 and 4. Here's you see Alan Best coming by here. All the great racing here is. That was the view right there. But anyways, there's your battle for the lead at lap number 60 in the books. We've seen 2 cautions so far, but it's been clean and green the rest of the way. Last time by an 84 from Miller and 98 from Calhoun. This truck traffic is very tough to pass, no matter what car you drive. So the upcoming schedule here on Captain TV the rest of the week, we have, of course, nothing tomorrow night. The Short Track Super League is finished for the season. They are all done until January, so Thursday nights are open for me. So I'm just going to sit back and relax, enjoy, probably get some sleep as caution is out. And looking to see who it could be. Alan Best. Pace car coming out there pretty fast. Let's see what happens to the 52 Union Chevrolet. Down the front stretch into turn 1 here. He's got Blackmore makes contact. Just unfortunate contact with the lap truck. Allen does a good job locking her down, and unfortunately he is going to bring out the caution. He'll stay on the lead lap and maybe lose a couple positions. This is going to shake some things up, though, as the leaders are on pit road. JW will watch him first, and then we'll jump down here to the rest of the leaders at the end of pit road. JW, left side tires going on, and he will pull away. Let's see where everybody else comes out here. I see Sam Barnes. I don't know if he just missed his pit stall or what, but JW's going this race pretty much easily. Calhoun going to be second. Dylan Glass going to be third. And we have one guy who stayed out, Chris Evans. And I think actually, you know what? I'm going to ask the question to Evans. And usually I'll have the fans, if you wanted to. You could throw some random questions to me. But tonight, or not tonight, but for this interview, I'm going to do it myself. I want to see if I can get something out of him here. Actually, bring Evans up here to the booth. Chris Evans, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Before I have you talk anymore, let me make sure your settings are good. I'm really bad at getting microphones on for people. But let's talk about the racing so far out here on the track. I know you unfortunately had a little bit of a bumper tag with the 42 earlier, but nonetheless, you've been out there running consistent laps. And talk about the track itself and what you've learned so far from running Gateway tonight.
Well, turn 1 and 2 is tough here. I downshift more and more than my team does. The 3 and 4 is pretty much almost flat out. And when it gets to night, I guess it will speed up. So we'll see how it goes.
And of course, you are now leading, got the older tires. Obviously, tire fall off's been pretty big here. Is it getting to the point where you kind of got to think about tire strategy, knowing you still got 85 laps to go?
Well, the only reason why I said it was the bonus points. Considering I lost 6 points, probably in the technical points with college charge. So get the points back. I'm kind of battling top 5 points right now, so it's the only reason why I think it is.
So I've got 2 questions here. They're random. One's going to lead to the other if you answer the one a certain way. Are you a fan of hip-hop music?
Some.
Some. Okay, so I can maybe ask this question. We are in St. Louis. Nelly or Chingy?
No.
All right. I was wondering if I had to throw Drake in here, being you're Canadian, but I left that out. Best of luck to you tonight. And maybe we'll see you at Victory Lane.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Chris Evans. I had to do it. Which channel are you on? Your news, Gary? Yeah. Of course, the joke behind that is St. Louis, the home of both of those rappers. Nelly, of course, we all know, Country Grammar and all that good stuff. That album actually turned 20 years old this year. And then Chingy, if you remember the song Right There from years ago, I actually heard that recently. Yeah, they were both St. Louis rappers. Anyways. So Evans, Ben Pierce, Alan Best actually stays out on these tires that he just spun on. He is going to be P3, and then the first truck on new tires is the 6 of J.W. Miller. And you see Evans took the bottom. I think that's more to try to block Miller in to kind of keep the inevitable from happening here. But Evans going to be on the lap. Here we go. That racing lap number 65 in the books. Arnie the flagman waving the flag. Outside line getting a pretty big run. You see the 31 of Pierce able to clear for second. Here comes Miller going to clear for third. Let's see if he makes the run to the inside here. He sure does. He was actually. That was a great move. Glass going to follow the 6 up into the third position here. Maybe here comes Calhoun, and the fresh tires are munching like Pac-Man in a video game. Sorry, half of you guys probably don't know what Pac-Man is. And Miller coming for the lead. And Evans able to hold on here. Miller's got to be patient, but that clean air. Dylan Glass going to poke it to the bottom here. This is going to be tricky. And that actually cost him third place as Calhoun's able to drive it in deeper. Oh, one track globe. Oh, hard into the wall to 31. Ben Pierce knocks the wall down on the inside. As Calhoun goes to the lead and caution is out. That's going to be for that truck right there, Ben Pierce. That is, as I like to say, it's a Mountain Dew truck, so that is one crushed up can of soda. Caution comes out for the 4th time. As you see up on the screen, it tells you 4th time. Let's go back and watch this. Ben Pierce takes a lick. This is the second. Earlier this week we had a wreck like this, did we not? Bam! Inside wall, and there was no safer barrier there. As they say, if they race, they'll find a spot without a safer barrier. Found one. Let's go on board with the 31 here. Watch this. Just loses the back end. so hard you didn't even hear it. What race was it? I'm trying to think earlier this week. Where somebody spun like that and hit the inside wall just like that. Might have been Saturday Night USRC race at Auto Club. But caution out for the 4th time. And now we got more pit stops happening. Calhoun, Allman, these guys back on pit road here, maybe just topping off the fuel cells. I would think they're not taking tires this quick, are they? I could be wrong here. But there's one way to find out. I'll just go talk to one of them. All right, somebody give me a random question. No, there was plenty of those, though. Plenty of wrecks in that race. I'm still trying to figure out how to finish second in that race. Calhoun, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up? You got me?
Hey, buddy, I got you. Let's talk real quickly. You just came down pit road. Was that a fuel-only stop? Tires? What are we looking at here?
I took tires and fuel.
So, obviously, I'm not going to have... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we have unlimited tires, so why not? And I'm
Oh!
right behind the front row, so I think it was pretty smart.
I must have missed that, because I was sitting there like, oh, they got to be limited sets of tires. Why are they taking tires again? But you just answered the question.
Right.
There you go.
I'm right behind JW.
Well, and obviously you're looking pretty good in that 99 truck. You and the 6 had a nice little battle. Of course, you've battled your teammates tonight. How's that truck feel? You think you got another victory in you tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to give it my best shot, and JW's got some payback, so if it comes down to him and I in the last turn, it might get spicy.
All right, some animosity. We like it. A random question here. Go to McDonald's order.
I do the 2 cheeseburgers, the 2 cheeseburger meal.
Oh, God.
Just medium fries.
I was going to say, that's a simple, like, $5 meal right there. Nice job. Way to save some money.
Yep.
All
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Calhoun, nice job, buddy. We'll talk to you here in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, sir.
All right. That is Keith Calhoun, not mincing his words. He apparently him and the 6 truck have a little animosity still. So we'll be watching that one a little closely tonight. Apparently Travis made it unlimited tires tonight, so that will make things very interesting out here. Mine's always been the quarter pounder, and here's where I usually get people to yell at me because I've never had a Big Mac. And the reason why is because like 99% of the stuff on a Big Mac I wouldn't eat. I'm not a fan of pickles, not a fan of onions or sea lice cheese. It's something like that. The sauce, I don't even know what the heck it is. So, like, I just stick to what I like. And I've always been, until probably the last 5 or 6 years, I've been a guy that always ate ketchup only on a burger. Now I'll maybe go lettuce, tomato. But yeah, I will honestly say I've never had a Big Mac before. That's just me. My father-in-law kind of ripped me a new one when I said that once. Anyways, JW Miller going to bring him down to the green. He is on older tires with Dylan Glass, and then the tires behind him with Keith Calhoun, and pretty much all of Ace Motorsports right behind him. Not a McChicken. I've actually never had that either. I'll eat a McDouble, but I've never had the McChicken. Come down the back straightaway here. Calhoun's going to clear Evans for 3rd. Look up here in the 6th position. Blaine Sparling, the 59 truck. He's running towards the back a little bit, and now up here in the front, one truck with the track back there, Tanner Long. Back here, the 12. Dylan Thomas trying to make a comeback here. He was trying to make a move back there on Zach Allman. And up front here, Dylan Glass to the inside of JW. Wendy's person probably now. Actually, Culver's is the place to be. Meanwhile, oh, Kyle Hopkins, JW to bump in the one! Oh my! JW still here in second after that move. Well, here we go again. Oh, that's Evans, actually. I'm sorry, never mind. As Glass going to push Evans down the front straightaway as Calhoun goes to the front. You can't go wrong with Arby's either. Except I'm not a roast beef person when it comes to that. Usually for me it's a chicken sandwich at Arby's. It's number 16. Whataburger's pretty good too. There's not many of those around anymore. You see Dean up there in that Whataburger truck on the outside, gonna maybe lose the 5th position here. Calhoun's driving away. Let's go back. I want to go back and look at this move. I'll let you guys make the call on this one. You heard the interview with Calhoun. Saying he's got for the 6 truck, which, oh, it's the 98 spins. Never mind, we'll hold up a second. Chris Evans goes around, 5th caution. And, oh, it looks like some contact. I'm actually using the stream broadcast to see what that wreck was before we go to the replay. Looks like some contact caused that, so let's see it. I want to thank my stream for helping me with the 30-second delay or whatever it has. Let's see. Oh, JW, and then Dean with nowhere to go. 16 of Glass, nowhere to go. There might be some net code there. That looks very net code-ish at the beginning. Let's rewind this back. And let's go rear chase. That's usually the sign to tell us if this was a netcode situation. Watch the right side of JW here. What do you have? What do you have? No, there was contact right there. Oh, yeah, there's contact right there. Bam. And I will answer that question for you. Dawsonville Pool Hall. I actually enjoyed the varsity, but the pool hall was very impressive burger-wise. Dylan Glass goes around, or makes contact there with the 98 after the contact. Wait, is that a Bob and Tom sticker I just saw on the right side of his truck? Wait a minute here. I gotta back this up for a second. Right there. That is a Bob and Tom sticker. If you're a radio person up in the north, in Indianapolis, you know who Bob and Tom is. I actually have the honor of saying I actually beat Bob and Tom in radio rankings up in Lafayette, Indiana one year. Imagine that. As pit stops happening here. And Alan Best going to stay out this time. And Calhoun, I believe, came down pit road. A lot of these guys came down, get tires, get damage fixed, so on and so forth. I see Natalie watching tonight, cheering on Travis Icavaci. Hello, Natalie. Appreciate you watching. But I want to go back to what happened a minute ago. As soon as I find it, I will give it to you. I believe it was right in here somewhere. So coming down the front straightaway, JW's got the lead. Keith's going to push him. And I can, wow. We'll let you guys be the judge of this one. Let's right on board with Keith. Obviously, opinions are going to vary amongst those two, and we'll see what happens down the road. But hopefully, cooler heads will prevail. I mean, both of them are really good guys. But unfortunate deal happened between the both of them. Yeah, and that's the one thing, too, that a lot of people get misconstrued about is the pool hall is not a bar. It sounds like a bar because anytime you hear the word pool room or something, you think pool, you think of a bar. It's actually a restaurant. It's a family restaurant. You sit down and you can watch the race and cheer on Chase, and if you're there cheering Chase on, you might get a siren, which I actually did my only visit ever there. It was Watkins Glen last season. Chase went to Victory Lane in that race. And I actually drove by there earlier this season after the Roval race and thought there was a cop on the run somewhere around me and realized that he had won the race, and I was driving past it and the siren's going off. Here we go. We're going to come back to racing here at lap number 82. It's 58 laps to go. There goes Alan Best, the leader of the race, on tire or no tires, I should say. The fresh tires all behind him. Let's see how long Alan can hold on. Up here in fourth position, the comeback story right here. We ride with him. Dylan Thomas up to fourth. Started fourth, fell back to 12, and has worked his way back up. Watch out for that bubble strip. That thing will spin you out so quick as he gets way tight off the corner. And that is going to cost him a run down the straightaway. And here comes Calhoun for the lead. And they're 3 wide back here for fourth. Travis is going to clear. Lucas is going to send it. They're going to get tight off the corner, guys. Easy. 4 wide. Oh, we got 4 wide. Down to 3. Still 3. Finally to 2 and down to 1. See why I said you guys should race here? Holy cow, they're still 3 wide. Calhoun took the lead, by the way. Up to second, Best to third. Chris Evans falling back, so I wanted to jump back to him real quickly. Everything looks okay. He's got some damage on the left side of that truck. That might have been from that no, because he spun early with the right side. Oh, you know what? He did sideswipe the left side. Never mind. Alan Best under attack. Here comes Ike Hibachi to the outside. He will clear for position. Dylan Glass going to come with him as Alan gives him plenty of room. Comes Dean back to the inside of Tanner. A lot of passing here today. Fantastic racing throughout. Ooh, Tanner had to get on the binders. He almost ran over the 88 there. Not able to get around him, but almost got in the back of him. There's JW going to try to work his way back through the field. It's going to be a battle for third. Dylan trying to go back-to-back after taking a season and a half to get that first win. You always say the first one's the hardest. Here he is trying to get the second one. Positioning, look at this. It's back here. was thinking about the first one being the hardest. I mean, look at Jimmy Johnson. Jason, bring your boy up here for a second. Wins Dover. Years ago, and we thought, okay, yeah, 84th win or 83rd win ties Cale Yarborough. You know, he's got more wins than him. He's got to. He doesn't win another race other than the Clash last year. I guess you could say the first one's the hardest, or is your next one the hardest to win? As the sun's starting to poke its eyes out here, a little late in the evening time here at Gateway, there are lights at the track. We have 50 laps to go next time by. Keith Calhoun with about a 6/10 of a second lead over Allman. Then you got about a second back to Dylan Glass, and Ike Avachi waiting on somebody to hit that outside wall. And Jason, I don't know if you listened, by the way, to the Dale Jr. download. I've been listening the last couple episodes. The Chad Canals episode is golden. That is a cool story right there. You need to go watch. And then Darrell Waltrip's, I've watched, listened to the I'm going to say that one. Wow. J.W. Miller to the inside here of the 88 of Josephson. Him and Dean starting to work their way through this field together. JW gonna maybe clear here. He does. Here comes Dean. Dean gonna try 2 for 1 here. Right front damage probably not helping that truck. Is there a clean truck out here? I'm just realizing like there's damage on all these trucks. Let's say Lucas maybe. Close to lap 100, probably one more stop, I would say, in this race left. Who is going to save the best for last? Take this thing to victory lane. Dylan Thomas looking underneath Lane Sparley for 10th back here, just passing everywhere going on in this track. I'm trying to keep you on all the battles that we see here. Yeah, I didn't start until 3 weeks ago, and the first interview I heard was I actually went back and watched the first Chase Elliott interview that was like a year ago or so. And then from there I went back, listened to the Canals, and I listened to DW today. That one's great. I didn't even realize that. My dad grew up a Darrell Waltrip fan before he kind of cheered on at the end there, but Darrell Waltrip's wife, Stevie, his family, or her family, had a house down in Vero Beach, Florida, where I'm from, which is where my dad lived. And, unfortunately, I'll never get a chance to ask my dad. This passed away 3 years ago, but it's like, I wonder if Dad knew that. And that went through my head today. I'm like, I wonder if Dad knew that. His favorite driver was like right down the road from him at one point. Zach Allman starting to get under attack here from the 16. And if you're a big NASCAR fan out there watching here, I would suggest you don't even have to watch it on TV. I mean, just go look up if you got a Google phone like I have, I just Google podcast or Apple, and just go listen to the Dale Jr. download. Great show. I mean, I'm very impressed by what Jr. does. You actually kind of hear a personal side of Jr. that you might not get to hear too much. Field getting kind of spread out here as we work our way down lap-wise here, 43 to go. And back here for the 10th position is Blaine Sparling underneath Chris Evans here. Oh, getting tight. Marlin gets out of it a little bit here. That allows the 12 to, well, he's going to lose the run there. Had to get out of the gas before he ran him over. How about this? Last lap by Keith Calhoun, 35-35. Zach Allman, 35-35. 35-28 from Glass, 35-35 from Miller. 3 people running the same exact lap times out here. We watch J.W. Miller trying to work his way back up after getting that damage fixed. Top 2 right now, though. Oh, and Calhoun's in the wall, I think, there. If he did, he didn't lose much momentum, but I thought he scraped it up a little bit there. Let's go back and look real quick. Let's do it the old school way here real quick. Let's watch him off turn 4. Oh, he kissed it. Oh, kiss. Glass coming up on the back of Allman here. Glass trying to get that run. I started to say before the caution came out just a little bit ago. Tomorrow night we have nothing. I'll be probably relaxing, watch football a little bit, and then go to sleep early. And then the next broadcast will be Saturday night, USRC's Truck Series. That'll be at Talladega Super Speedway. We'll do some restrictor plate racing there. And then after that, we'll come back Monday, the LMCgear.com iRacing Indy Series. We're going to be at Road Atlanta, right down the road here from where I'm at. And then Tuesday night, still working on the details here, but Tuesday night, could be broadcasting a Snowball Derby. It's still in the works here. I'm working with the guys trying to put it together or whatever here. We've been talking about it. I'm 99.9% sure the race is happening on Captain TV, but still putting it together. So a little sneak peek there. But that'll be Tuesday night next week, a Snowball Derby. Event from Five Flags Speedway. That'll be fun because there's no league race for me that night. So, and then we'll come back Wednesday night and have these guys, the Great Lakes Truck Series, and the second running of the Prehistoric Forest 200 at Michigan Speedway. A lot of broadcasting for next week. These 3 here don't know how to leave each other alone, apparently. Sparling, Evans, and Thomas. I look over at telemetry, they're all within like a tenth of each other. As Evans down behind Sparling, that truck here is taking a little bit of a beating. Ride with Evans. Oh, that's tight. The shifting going on here in turn 3 now. Just here to looseness there, up to 4th gear right there. This truck's only rev up to about 8,000 RPM now. The Gilmore engines in them. Down here into turn 3, got a break. We got in there a little deep, got a little loose actually on entry. Downshift to 3rd again. That's allowing Thomas to go by. Speeds up to 155 or so mile an hour, under 100 here. Down to 3rd gear, you can see the gear shift down to 3rd. Oh, we got tight there a little bit. coming to pit road. The final round of green flag pit stops, I believe, right here. That 99, you see that damage from the slap with the wall. And Christopher Dean spins it on the pit road. I think he got the outside wall too doing it. I think Dean tried to get everything he could out of his pit stop here. Oh, he's getting tight right there. Oh, no, he kept it off the wall. He just spun it. I thought he had the wall over there. I'm wrong. Again. The Calhoun going to leave pit road. And Dean's still sitting there, so he was probably speeding on pit road, unfortunately. Well, let's see who else comes to pit road here. Evans on pit road also. And there's your leader now, Zach Allman. When does he come to pit road? Clouds rolling into the area. Thankfully, there's no virtual rain on iRacing, though people want it. Allman just running smoothly. You see Calhoun coming there, trying to lap back. We'll look at lap times here this time by and show you the difference right now with old tires to new tires. And Dean is still on pit road, by the way. Allman crosses the line. They are 35.50. And Calhoun 34.14. That is 1.4 seconds faster. The longer Allman waits. Now, Allman's getting to the point where he's going to have to stay out and just finish his run out because, you know, the best bet he's going to have now is to have the fresher tires on Calhoun. Let's get to the point where that bed's almost made. Dean finally leaves pit road. Only 14th, and here comes Calhoun to get his lap back. Dylan Glass just went purple, which is a classic term for fastest lap of the race, 34.05. For Dylan Glass, that actually would have been P2 in qualifying, if I remember correctly. As J.W. Miller going to come to pit road, the second place truck. And Allman coming also here, so the leaders are in. To Lucas Josephson, who's going to get some bonus points. Remember the old point system for NASCAR, if you go back to the 2000s, that is the point system these guys use for the series. So basically the winner gets 185, second gets 180, all the way down. You get bonus points for leading a lap, leading the most laps. The only thing you don't get is the old Winston $10,000 for leading the halfway lap, like you used to get back in the 90s. For those who don't remember NASCAR back in the day. Dylan Thomas coming down pit road as he continues his up and down run. Alan Bestis also in on pit road. Josephson, Ikavachi, Tanner Long right now, the leaders. Calhoun got out way ahead of Allman. As a matter of fact, it is 4.5 seconds now. So there's your separation right there from what will be the lead from second place. And Josephson coming to pit road, so I mean, I guess the good part here is we only had one situation on pit road tonight, and that just happened to Christopher Dean a minute ago. Otherwise, oh, Dylan Thomas out of control on the front stretch. I think he saved it. He did, but he was all out of shape. He had his hands and feet on the wheel trying to save it. So Ike Cavacci and Tanner Long, the only two who have not pitted here, as we got 25 to go. We'll keep an eye on Zach Allman. As a matter of fact, Allman has knocked off already a 2.5 seconds on Calhoun. It's down to 2.8 seconds. There's Allman right here down the front straightaway. Dylan Glass in third. And then J.W. Miller there in fourth. So just those couple laps of difference might be what Zach Allman needed. As here comes Ike Cavacci to, well, no, sorry, we got Tanner Long still yet to pit here. And there's Tanner. He will take the lead right now. And Calhoun coming off the corner. There is Allman. Let's see laps this time at the line. About 4/10 separation between Allman and Calhoun. Tanner Long's going to come to pit road now, so the 42 comes in. That'll cycle everything around. This guy right here, Keith Calhoun, will now take the lead, as we should be done with pit stops now unless we get a yellow hanky. I know usually this is more of a road course thing, but let's throw up the lap times here. The last couple laps, look at the separation right here. Half second down to 4/10, down to 3, down to 2. In lap time separation, basically. So that means that Allman is really burning those tires up here. Calhoun might be actually saving his tires right now and purposely having Allman burn them up. Let's see this time by. 35 flat, and another 4/10 quicker for Allman. Lead down to 1.5. Sun makes its presence known, or at least in that one camera. It's back to dark over here. Oh, weird. We'll see it this time at the line. .35.2 and another half second. We'll throw up the sectors this time by. So basically sector 1, if you look over on the map, on the right side there, the red dot that you see the 99 going by right now, that is sector 1. So you'll see the lap time pop up there, what the separation is, and then down into 3 and 4 as they cross the line. That'll be the second sector. So 2/10 quicker in that one sector alone for Allman. And only a 10th that time by. So Allman going to start getting into some dirty air here. In turn 1, I just noticed Watson up there hitting it. As you see, Dylan Glass has fallen off the pace here from Allman. These two are stretching it out. Up the fourth gear, down the back straightaway here. Not so good looking left. going to get to the back bumper. A little bit of a chop. Both do a great job getting straight off the corner. Calhoun going to give him the inside. Did Allman clear him? He did. Allman to the front. No, he didn't to the front. I thought he cleared him. Never mind. Now he does. Just a little bit of a slide job there. See if Calhoun tries to cross over. He does not. Allman to the front. 17 to go. Back here for third. Here comes J.W. Miller. Miller trying to get that long run to go to work here. He has 16 laps to go. He's got plenty of time to get there, but he's got to get by the 16 first. Putting that nose down into clean air here. His glass is going to give him the bottom lane. JW's been on that white line all night. Able to get the run so far here as Allman pulls away now 7 tenths. This guy's losing time. JW going to roll the bottom and make the pass to move the 6 up to third, 4.5 seconds back. Will Mr. Long Run work his way up there? Will Allman be able to hold on for the next 14 circuits? As they put a lap on the 40 truck of Tyler Brewer. We haven't said his name all night. They're running 2 laps down in 14th right now. All right, checking out the lap times at the line here. The top 3. A 45 from Allman, a 50 from Calhoun, a 38 from Miller. So JW about 7/100ths of a second quicker. They'll need a lot more time to make up that. How about Chris Evans? Back up to the 5th position. After all the mayhem he's been through with that damaged truck, he is up in the top 5 right now. Trying to hold on. And let's go back here. Battle for the 8th position as Dylan Thomas inside of Sparling. And the lap truck for Christopher is probably not a happy camper right now. Fastest truck on the track last time by was Travis Icavaci, believe it or not. The 6th place truck. He has got the freshest tires outside of Tanner Long in the field right now. That sort of surprises me. Sort of doesn't. So Thomas did make the pass on Sparling. Let's go back up here as the battle is on. This is 4th, 5th is Icavaci to the outside of Chris Evans. Going to make the pass, slide job. Here comes crossover. Icavaci. Just lost contact. Icavaci in the wall with Evans. That'll bring out the caution. Sixth caution of the night. this is going to shake things up like a game of Yahtzee. Let's see what happens here. So Evans drives it in deep in the one right there. Going to slide up in front of Travis. Clean move. Nothing wrong with that. Travis gets to the bottom. And I think Evans just has too much advantage going off the corner. Being in third gear there. And unfortunately, the 88 of Josephson nowhere to go. Just like that, the caution comes out. Let's follow the leaders here. Who comes to pit road and who doesn't? I think you have to pit for tires. JW, the first one to his pit stall. Let's jump back there to him real quickly. 4 tires and fuel for the 6. Well, here he goes, and let's move up here to the front. And Allman easily going to win the race off pit road. Followed by Calhoun and followed by Miller. Go down here and talk with, by doing this interview, I'll talk to all 4 race guys at one point. Zach Allman, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, Zach, I can hear a little bit of uncertainty in your voice there, but we got what looks to be about a 5 or 6 lap run to the finish. What's it going to take to get this 18 truck to victory lane?
I don't know. I guess just have to pull some magic. I might have to get sort of. I can't really say much else other than hopefully our center seats look good. It's Keith, but I know it's not. We're just gotta hope we get a great start here. And I don't want to say cause another caution. Would probably really help me out.
Well, asking for a friend, inside or outside lane for the start?
Just based off of who's behind me, I gotta go with JW, but I don't know.
All right, well, you've done a great job this evening in the 18 truck. You've worked your way through the field here, and you got 5 laps around this very tricky track to bring home a gateway win.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say what door my team is, but it's got too much already.
Got to even it up, right?
Yep.
Nice. Well, hey, good luck, bud.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll see you in the booth after.
Well, as long as you keep it in the top 3, you will.
I know, but I don't know. The names behind me have some good speed.
I'm just trying to ease the pressure.
Yeah, but it's not helping. But anyways, I'll see you.
All right, good luck. Zach Allman, the Floridian there. A little nervous, I would say, under the collar there. Now, if I were him, I'd take the outside. But he took the inside. Interesting. So I started to mention earlier, Saturday, November 28th, 6 p.m. for practice, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Iowa 400. It's actually going to be the NRW Photography 400. I have a sponsor with Nicholas Weatherby. We're going to have a really cool prize for the race, but if you want to sign up for it, you can just come find me on Discord or iRacing and just send me an email address and your name, and we'll get you on the list. I'm taking 33 drivers. And some of this league, I believe Calhoun's in it. Ike Avachi. I believe Dean is signed up already. JW Miller. So we've got probably a good 10 drivers already. And I didn't even put this out there. As a matter of fact, as soon as this race is over, I'm gonna go post the forums and stuff. So here we go. 5 laps to go. Allman gonna bring him to the green. He's on the pedal. Here we go. Let's watch this 6 and 99. They're good friends right now. Down into 1. Got a little loose off of 2 there. Drag race down the back. JW's been really good down that white line, but he's also been good on the long one. What's he going to do with the short run now? Glass is going to be on his outside crossover there, and the 59 is spinning in the front. Caution going to come out for the 7th time. Blaine Sparling. And that should bring us to a green-white checker finish. Zach Bowman said he wanted. He wanted the caution, and he got it. Let's go back and see what happened to the 59 here. Down to the inside. Gets in line here with Tanner. I guess he's going to lose the back end here. He sure does. Just spins it off the corner. Bam, into the inside wall. Look out, Travis. Nice job by Travis to miss him. All the crowd back there like, whoa, look out. And that brings the caution out for the 7th time. So I started to talk about it a second ago. I will be posting as soon as this race is over. I'm going to jump into the forums really quickly and put a post up. And let people in Discord know about it and stuff too, so that we can get more signups for it. But I think it's going to be a fun race. We ran this back in 2016. And, gosh, who won the race? David Washington won that race. He was 6 laps down at one point in that race and won it. Had a few cautions, unfortunately, but still was some great racing. This year's race going to start at day and end at night. 400 laps at Iowa Speedway in the Cup Car. It's a race that NASCAR has still never done, and that's the Cup Cars at Iowa. And I think that's a race that should have happened years ago, but unfortunately just hasn't worked out schedule-wise. So these guys are going to run it. Some others are going to run it. I'm going to broadcast it, and we're going to have fun. But here tonight, we will get a green-white checker finish. Zach Allman, Keith Calhoun, J.W. Miller, Dylan Glass, and look at Dylan Thomas. If there was an elevator award for ups and downs, he would get it. As a matter of fact, let's go down and see if I can get a quick word with Dylan. If I can find him. Dylan Thomas. There he is, down here in the Misfits. Crown your misfits. Hey, Dylan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I had a nickname for you tonight, you'd be the elevator. You've had ups and downs, and now you're back up here in the 5th position. Talk about your race.
Oh, man, what a roller coaster it has been. That first lap, I totally ruined myself. I don't know what happened. And then, it's been a blur, but I almost went down 2 laps at one point. Got the lucky dog. Had a bunch of damage to fix. And I don't even know how I'm in 5th right now. We had the pits in the last caution, and the next thing you know, I'm in 5th. Like, it's crazy. I'm stoked to be back up here, though. Wish I could have been up here all race, though.
You have fought your way up there, Dylan. And before we go green, I got a random question for you: pulled pork or brisket?
Brisket all day long.
I figured you would say that. I'm like, he's a Texas boy. You better say brisket, or I'm pretty sure that he would be like outlawed from Texas. So, anyways, nice job, Dylan. You got Darth Plagueis, the Wise, is watching, saying hello. So good luck, and the force be with you, I guess.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm going.
You too.
We'll see you at the finish line.
All right, sounds good. Dylan Thomas running in the 5th position. Darth Plagueis the Wild. All right, that's a unique nickname right there. You said the right answer, brisket. You live in Texas, it's brisket. I personally will take either or. I'm good with both. All right, here we go. Allman going to bring it back. At lap number 140, here we go. Green, white checker. As they drive it down to turn 1, JW going to go to second. No, Calhoun drives it deep. They both drive it deep. Side by side, Miller's on the apron, a little bit on the rumble strip here, and they'll come to the white flag. Final lap here from Gateway. Allman is loving what he sees in the rear. Calhoun clears Miller. This ought to be interesting down to 3. Calhoun moves up, down into the corner. Miller tries to get to the bumper, not able to do anything for second. The fight is going to be for third, and it's all behind Zach Allman. Second win of the season coming at Gateway. And I think Dylan Glass gets third. They literally tied. Go back and watch the finish for third real quick. Oh, this ought to be a real good angle. There's the finish. And at the line for third, depending on which start-finish line they go by. I'm going to pull up the iRacing here. Let's go frame by frame here. Well, let's see. At this line, right now it looks like by an inch it's glass. Let's see. Yep, right there it would be glass. And then at this line it's glass. So I guess by default it's glass. So yeah, Dylan gets him. So Allman out on the track. There he is, lighting up the sky here. Allman going to celebrate a victory here. Is his second of the season. We take a look at the final results. And Allman gets to win by 2/10 over Keith Calhoun. Dylan Glass gets JW by 7/1000ths of a second. For third, Dylan Thomas gets a top 5. Lucas Joseph, Christopher Dean comes back to 7th. Good run for him in the end. Tanner Long, Sam Barnes, Blaine Sparling, a top 10 for him. Alan Best, Travis Ikavachi, Tyler Brewer, Chris Evans, going to get 14th. Blackmore, Watson, Pierce, and Robbins going to be the 18 finishers in this race when it is all said and done. We will go to victory lane here and talk to Zach Allman. What has been a pretty exciting race, a green-white checker finish and all. And Zach Allman, you've done it. You've gone to victory lane, second win of the season. I'm sure your biggest thing you cheered on was the fact that you were watching those two side by side behind you.
Yes. Also that caution.
Yes.
I don't know, something about these flats. Kind of short tracks, I guess you could say this track is. Something special happens, I guess.
Yeah, you have you got Lucas Oil Raceway, and then Of course, Gateway, not really a short track, a 1.25, but it races sort of like a short track. But talk about how big of a win this is, because right now the top 5 in points, I mean, coming into this race, you guys were neck and neck with each other. I mean, you're sitting here going into this race 34 points back, and you're not going to gain too much. I mean, you got 4 spots, so it's about 20 plus laps led, different stuff like that's going to come into play. Talk about how big of a win this is.
Yeah, this is huge. After Charlotte, my head was down because you can't have a bad race, but I mean it just shows how good my team and I can be, and just rebound after that. And I gotta think this Interstate Batteries truck, I think it has 3 or 4 truck wins on it now, so I couldn't do it without the good luck, I guess you could say. But yeah, I also want to thank Keith for kind of just battling with JW and him at the end, just kind of giving me an easy win. Not really, though.
Yeah, nothing comes easy here. As a matter of fact, I'll hit you with a easy trivia question. Do you remember Interstate Battery's first win as a sponsor?
Like track or driver? Because driver, that's a very easy one.
Well, if you know the driver, you should know the track then.
Yeah, I know it was Bobby Labonte, I think. I want to say. For Joe Gibbs Racing, obviously, but I do not know the track. Actually.
Well, Bobby Labonte's first win was 1995 at the Coke 600 in the Interstate Batteries car.
Oh.
However, 1993, the Daytona 500, my first ever NASCAR race I went to, Dale Jarrett took the Interstate Batteries car to victory lane in the 500, the Dale and Dale show. So,
yeah.
figured I'd test you on that one. So, but send shout out to everyone to Zach.
Teammates, you obviously being the best broadcaster, honestly.
All right, no sucking up allowed, but thank you.
No, I'm being serious. But anyways, my teammates, obviously, I want to thank JW for that little glove tap after the race. Travis for obviously putting this on, and all the admins.
Well, you did a fantastic job. You got your second win. You're now tied with your teammate Keith with 2. You go to Michigan next week before the Thanksgiving holiday, and I think we're going to have some fun out there now.
Yeah, but my eyes open to Milwaukee Mile next. That's my next big one.
I see. You're thinking of the short tracks, the 1 mile oval at Milwaukee, the oldest oval in America. Should be fun. Looking forward to seeing it.
I'm more thinking it because it's a flat short track. Something about them.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you.
Zach Allman winning the race. Not sure if I would be looking forward to the race after your next track. But that he can do that. He won the race tonight. He can do whatever the heck he wants. All right, let's go talk to Keith Calhoun now. He is the second place finisher tonight. Keith Calhoun joins us. Second place run for you, a tough run. You fought up and down, and well, here you are, second place, and another good points night for you.
Yeah, that was a really fun race. It was great. I liked it.
Well, obviously, you were third in points entering tonight, 25 down, if I do the math correctly. You're going to make up a little bit. Talk about the points night as you. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Only a couple races left.
What was this, round 6? Oh, so yeah, 4 races left. Yeah, definitely coming down to the wire, and things were already hot 2 races ago. So just imagine what it's going to be these next 4 races, as there's like 4 of us battling for the championship damn near, so it's going to get pretty wild. Actually,
it would be 5 of you.
Wow, okay.
So the 5th place guy finished 3rd tonight, so it's going to really get tightened up here, and we're going to a track next week, which off the top of my head, I remember you pulled some strategy out of your tail and somehow got a good finish out of it.
What track?
That would be Michigan.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling confident about Michigan for sure, and Belle Isle definitely. So
that's the wild card there. The Belle Isle track. I cannot wait to see that. But all right, before you go, what was for dinner tonight?
Has some beef stroganoff, but it was like meatballs instead of like ground beef. It was awesome.
Nice. Next, I suggest try Swedish meatballs with that.
What are Swedish meatballs?
They're pretty much the same, taste a little bit different. If you ever go to an IKEA, you can get the dish actually, but it's delicious. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
So
are they big or little?
Oh, they're big uns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these were little ones.
Oh, that's okay. All right, buddy. Well, hey, congratulations. Send shout outs whoever you want to.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to finish up front because last week didn't go so well. But shout outs to my wife for cooking that stroganoff, and shout outs to my teammates, Chris, and Amin, and we got a good run coming down to the wire, so I'm excited.
All right, Keith. Well, nice job to your second place run, and we'll see you next week, bud.
All right, appreciate it, Chris. Take it easy.
Absolutely. Keith Calhoun, second place run for him. And I know Dylan's around here somewhere. Just move myself to another room. Nice job. There's Dylan down here in the beer money room. And get to talk to Dylan again. Continuing that momentum from the win at Charlotte. Third place run tonight. As I've said to the other two, it was not easy for you either tonight. And you had to fight with JW and Keith to get that third. Talk about your race.
Yep, for sure. It was a battle the whole race. Just tried to stay up front. Those final two restarts from fourth kind of sucked. I got good restarts. Well, the first one anyways. Just didn't have anywhere really to go with it. But yeah, it was a battle to the end there. It was a lot of fun.
Well, obviously you're in a points battle now. I was just talking to Keith a little bit about it. Top 5 coming into this race. You guys were only separated by like 30 points, if I do the math. 50 points, I'm sorry. So obviously you've made up some points on JW2 tonight, of course, with bonuses and all these different things like that. Looks like the pressure is going to be on here these next few races, especially at a track like Michigan next week.
Yeah, for sure. I like Michigan. I got second there last season, so I'm feeling good about that one, but I see some in the schedule that are not looking so good. As far as Belle Isle, I've never ran there before, and Milwaukee Mile, I'm just terrible at it. I gotta practice that one for sure, so I have some work to do for sure.
Well, practice will do it for you, and if you look at Milwaukee, it sort of has a similar look to this one. Very flat corners, a little shorter on the straightaways, more sweeping corners, but similar to this one. You finished third tonight, so that ought to help you. Belle Isle, I wish you the best on that one. But nice job as always. Send shout-outs whoever you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody racing, watching, and you for broadcasting. It's been a fun season too, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, nice job, Dylan. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week in Michigan.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Absolutely. Dylan Glass going to finish in the third position this evening. So, all right. Another race in the books for this Great Lakes Truck Series as we wrap up here from Gateway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, right outside of St. Louis. The next time you will see us on the air, Saturday night. Remember, tomorrow night we're off. No Short Track Super League, so we'll be on tomorrow night, or Saturday night, for the United Sim Racing Championship from Talladega Super Speedway. Some restrictor plate racing. Looking forward to that coming up on Saturday. And then Monday, the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series going to be at Road Atlanta. And then these guys come back on Wednesday. We'll be at Michigan, the Prehistoric Force 200. I cannot wait to share that story with you if you've never heard the story. It's a really cool one. About the naming of the race and so on and so forth. I still have the article that Travis sent me last year. It's really cool. So looking forward to that. So otherwise, I'm going to go take the night off tomorrow night and relax and maybe watch a little football. Like I said, sleep a little bit and get ready for work, because I get up at 5 a.m. every morning, or try to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. Unlike yesterday. Anyways, and go from there. So I'm taking off. You guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Congratulations to Zach Allman on the win. And just remember, as I always like to say, if somebody gets frustrated because you're out there complaining that somebody wrecked you, and they're like, dude, relax, man, it's just a game. No, it's iRacing. See ya!